Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Just got done doing the Exponent video for new release by 900 Global, 900 Global Exponent. So now we're going to feature the other 900 Global release, the Zen Gold Label. And on this ball, it features, where I find it, the 801 reverse blend cover stock and the original Zen core. This one, from what I've seen, is a lot cleaner and a lot sharper down lane than the original Zen. Today I'm going to compare it to one of my favorites, the Phaze V, and also my other favorite, the Revenant. Alright, so how did I drill this Zen Gold Label? Well, since the Phaze V is older and I wanted to see if this ball would replace it in my arsenal, I drilled this by 5 by 4 1/4, I'm sorry, hold on. Rushing. Just take your time, talk to the peeps, let them know what's going on, okay? Alright, so I drilled this one 5 by 4, no, okay. I'm gonna get it in just a second. Old man is kicking in, the brain's like working overtime. All right, we went 5 by 4 1/4 by 2. So what does that do? That raises the pin a lot higher. And instead of my original drilling like I have on the Phaze V, which is 5 by 4 1/2 by 2 3/4, this ball, since the cover is a lot weaker, I wanted the ball to flare a little bit more, but I also wanted to pick up a lot earlier. That's why he left the smaller pin buffer. That way it picks up earlier and it cuts through some of the oils since this cover is a lot weaker. And today I'm going to compare it to my Phaze V, which, like I said, the layout on the Phaze V is 5 by 4 1/2 by 2 3/4, one of my favorite layouts. And then I have a Revenant as well, which I drilled 5 by 5 by 2 1/4, which again, that has a higher pin as well, because for on the longer patterns I need the ball to read earlier, but I really need some snap in the back end. So we're going to go out here at Pinchasers Veterans on lane 40, just did the Exponent video, so the lanes there's a little bit of transition out there, but because all three of these balls have weaker covers, we're probably going to scratch these up during the video so I can get a better reaction down lane. All right, let's see what this ball does. Like usual, I'm going to start to the right, but we're going to be a little bit farther right because this ball wants to be cleaner down the lane because of the weaker cover. And here we go. That's right over 10, like drifted. Yeah, it was a little too straight. Yanked it a little bit. I was practicing and the ball was getting really clean, really down lane a lot faster than that, so I kind of overcompensated. Let me throw a better shot. That was just dookie. That was a bad one. All right, maybe the lanes are changing while I was doing my intro. All right, let's try this again. Go a little bit far in between first and second arrow. A little more to the right than that last one. That one sucked. Up, still over second arrow. Not as good. But you still can see the two shots. The ball is really clean, and when it's going to hit the friction, it's really want to kind of jackknife or be really sharp. So these are one of the balls that I'm not going to use on like house shots, or unless maybe we're bowling, it's like a second shift league when I bowl at BCB this winter. Probably use it there when we get to the high end after their mixed league is over, or on longer patterns. Or maybe I probably could have used it on short whenever there's on the double burn. All right, so those last couple shots were a little suspect. So I'm going to try again, make a better shot, and try to see what this ball is really doing out there. Move more right here, okay. These last two shots were right around 10, even though I'm trying to throw it to the right. There we go. Yeah. Come on, you got to be excited about the Messengers tripping out the 9 on camera, okay? All right, that one wasn't bad. It came around a little bit because I'm trying to be precise in where I'm throwing it. So I'm going to move a little bit left now where I was throwing over 10, but bad shots. And see if we get a little more oil if the ball gets a little cleaner in the front of the lane. There we go. Oh, tripping them all day. Okay, that shot I moved farther left. You can see the ball was clean through the front, and then as it was getting towards the mid lane, it actually pushed down the lane a little bit farther. And then when it got to the dry, it was really confused. It really didn't want to come off the dry in a sharp manner like it should. So part of it is because of the surface that I have on it. It was out of box. I did scratch it a little bit to try to get through the cover from the Reacta gloss. But we're going to just switch over to the Phaze V right now because you can see I'm going to have to scratch this ball up if I want to move farther left. All right, this Phaze V is one of my favorites. It has the R2S cover on it, which is another weaker pearl that's in the line. Featured on the IQ Ruby and the High Road Pearl that's still in the line. All right, start for the right again. my shots probably be a little bit better because I'm more confident in this ball compared to the Zen Gold Label, since that's really new and I haven't figured out where to use it yet. Exactly. Just like that, see? Not confident in that ball yet because I just got it. It's brand new. Not really confident in the shape it makes. Ball I've had for a while. Love the shape. Right off my hand. Yes. Yes. All right. Let me move left and see if we can get a little farther left. Now, because it's a weaker pearl, this is going to be a little cleaner. And the surface on this ball, I've taken the polish off. I have a lot of games on it. So I'm not sure what the surface will be. It's a little lane shine, but not sure what's underneath that. And I moved a little left, threw a little right, and because that cover is so weaker with a lot of volume of oil where I'm at, it just really doesn't want to read down lane. So I'm going to throw one more shot. Instead of throwing it so straight from point A to B, I'm going to slow it down a little bit and loop it a little bit to see if it reads the dry better. And then we'll switch over to the Revenant. As you can see with the fresher lane surface, these are not bowling balls I'm going to move left with right away. These are going to be more for transition when the lanes are getting drier in the front and there's more hook down lane. All right, a little slower, a little loopier, maybe come around a little bit. Like that. Yeah. Slower, loopier, came around a little bit, gave the ball time to shape, and it was really smooth, really slow because of that weaker pearl cover. I'm going to throw the Revenant now and see if maybe that one picks up earlier or later. The core in the Phaze V is stronger than what's in the Revenant, but the R2S that's on the Phaze V is a little bit weaker than the R3S that's on the Revenant. I also, this is my second Revenant. I drilled this one to be for longer patterns. My other one wasn't sharp enough on the back end on long patterns to get me to strike. So, oh wait, what am I doing? Okay, move right. All right, let's see. This one's brand new as well. I've scratched it up a little bit with 1,000 just to get some through the polish. All right, here we go. There you go. Now you see, that's another ball. I've been using it for a while. I'm really comfortable with the way the ball shapes and how it comes off the dry, and nice posted shot. Where the Gold Label, I'm still trying to figure out how the shape is and where to use it, so my shots aren't as crisp as the other two balls. All right, I'm gonna move left again, more around 10. Do the same thing I did with the Phaze V, be a little loopier, a little slower, so I get the ball to shape, because like I said, these aren't balls I'm gonna be using right now when more of a fresher house shot. It's gonna be when they're a little bit drier. There you go. Just like that. So now let's see. Let's scratch the ball up. Let's scratch up this Gold Label. Let's get into the cover a little bit and see if it gives me a different shape. All right, now after that TV timeout, I took time. I scratched this ball up with 1,000 Avalon pad by hand. I'm not gonna, the Phaze V when it first came out, and I really was looking for a better reaction, I hit it with 1,000 then. But as you can see from this video, the way it rolls, I like it. And this second Revenant, I did hit it lightly with 1,000, but that ball's for long, so I do need a little bit of polish on it, so we're not gonna hit those in this video today. So I hit it with 1,000. Let's see if that changes my reaction to where the ball's a little bit earlier and maybe a little sharper down lane as it shines up, because it's gonna be a little slower now I just hit it, but it should get sharper down lane. So we will see. I'm not gonna move all the way to the right though, because I did scratch it. I'm gonna try to play a little bit in the oil around 10, 11, so it shines back up by itself. And voila. When we're lower rev rate players and they come out with all these balls that have polish on them, sometimes you need to scratch the ball up to get through that polish, to get into the cover, especially the cleaner ones, X2s, the RS, you know, blah, blah, blah. Okay, like an X2 where it's a cleaner cover. The Absolute has a cleaner cover. The R2S Hybrid, these two as well. It has the R2S on the Phaze V and on the Ruby, and then the R3S. And now this reverse blend 801, it's a lot cleaner cover for me, so I really need to get into the cover so that way the ball shapes down lane. That's pretty good. All right, one more. Let me move a little more left because that picked up earlier. Oh, there you go. Oh, almost. Ah! Not bad. Sending messages already after 2 shots. But now you can see after I scratched it up, it's wanting to hook earlier in the mid lane. It's not getting as clean in the front, so it's not getting through that first few feet that we can't see. It's actually picking up a little bit earlier than that, and in the beginning of the mid lane, it's actually trying to dig it into the oil, and then when it gets to the dry, it's a lot smoother off the dry rather than being really clean and really confused down lane, because once it hits that dry down lane and it's too shiny, it gets all confused. All right, let me see if I can do the same thing I did when I had the polish on it. Just gonna move up, go slower, come around it, but stay in the same part of the lane. I don't wanna move too far left. All right, here we go. Let's see what this does. Yeah, now it's a little stronger though now. Now it's not as clean, so in the back of the lane it's not as quick as it was when I had the polish on it. But that's okay though. Maybe on a shorter pattern, the Del Balla pattern, 36 feet, when they kind of start transitioning, this is a ball I could use because I know it's going to get down the lane and it's going to read the dry a little slower and it won't be erratic down lane. Or maybe on a long pattern, it might go too far because of how much the length of the oil is. And when all those players use some urethane sometimes on the 38, 39 feet of patterns, this might be something I could go around it with. I doubt it though, because I'm a low rev rate guy. But it was just a suggestion. All right, a couple more shots. Get comfortable here. Let me move more left, let's see. Because that one was a little slower. There's a lot of transition now because this is the second video I'm done on this lane. Let's see if I can make it wheel. Wheel! Uh-oh, that's way out there. Well, well, it did. I got it to the right, and it was a little smoother off the dry. It wasn't as sharp. That wasn't even a really crispy shot either. That's a way to carry the 4.710. All right, one more time. A little slower. So you see that with this ball, getting the polish off it, getting into the cover, it's rolling a lot better for me. Might have to do a little fine tuning with it. Maybe hit it with like 2,000 instead of 1. 1 might be a little bit too much, but over the course of time, we will see. All right, one more time, and let me wrap this up. Let's big wheel in it. Big wheels, keep on rolling. There you go. Not bad. Looped it a little bit. It was a little confused because the lanes are transitioning. Gave it a little bit of a wiggle, but I like this reaction a lot better now that I took some polish off it than it was when it was out of box. Well guys, that's my ball review of the 900 Global Zen Gold Label. And don't worry, more videos are on their way. I've been gone for 2 months. We've come out with 4 balls. There's 2 more on the way pretty soon. So I got videos to make. So I'm gonna wrap this thing up, so peace out. See ya.